KGB, a hard-hitting graphic adventure where you play a Soviet agent working for the cause of perestroika. Normally, you get some dodgy adventure with wizards and goblins, but a game about the KGB felt pretty groundbreaking back in the day, even though I was a bit young when I first played this and didn't have the foggiest idea what it was all about, but now I do. You see, you'd think that a game about the KGB is going to be really political and boring. Well, you'd think so, but it doesn't tend to go into detail about all that boring stuff. What it's really about is kidnapping, murder, drugs, and eventually a plot to oust the then President Gorbachev from power and return the country to the iron grasp hardliners. The game takes place in Moscow and Leningrad in the days leading up to the August Putsch. Pardon? You don't know what a putsch is? Well, to be perfectly honest, I didn't know what it was either, so I looked it up on Google, and it means an attempt at a political revolution or a violent uprising. So there you go, I learn something new every day. You play the part of Maksim Rukov, a former GRU captain who has been transferred to Department P. Department P, if you're wondering, was set up during the time of perestroika, and its function is to investigate possible cases of KGB corruption. Your first mission in your new job is to investigate a vicious killing. Your involvement is required because the victim, a chap called Golitsyn, is ex-KGB. Your superior officer, Major Vovlov, sends you to investigate the scene of the crime, and it is while you are at Golitsyn's office that you meet and interview his sister. It is while practicing your famous D.I. Burnside interview technique that you discover the trail that Golitsyn was followed before he died. KGB isn't an adventure like Monkey Island and Legend of Kyrindia. It's an adventure more in the style of Ween. You are given the view of a room from your eyes, but you don't see your character moving about in the room. You do see other people in the room though. For instance, while you are interviewing Golitsyn's sister, you see her standing, and when you tell her to sit, she sits on a chair. She isn't animated though, and it looks more like the beaming down process out of Star Trek. I'm sure you get a good enough idea of what I mean. One wonderful thing about KGB is when you start talking to other characters. The text that you get to choose from can be quite amusing, and every now and then I'd have to laugh at the dialogue. A sample conversation would be something like, "Have you a cigarette?" To which your colleague replies,
"The unparalleled Soviet health budget is not to be squandered on treating self-inflicting diseases, comrade."
I know it's not meant to be funny, but no one on Earth, not even the Soviets, talk like that. The graphics in KGB are pretty amazing. Everything's nicely detailed, especially the screens where you are talking to suspects and superiors. During one particularly heavy line of questioning, I got to stuff a turnip up my, well, nether regions, except that it wasn't quite put like that. KGB is undoubtedly an adult game, and it's meant for people with reasonably liberal views on things like swearing and distasteful subjects. The game also contains a fair bit of sexual innuendo, though it's up to you if you want to pursue those lines of conversation. They're in there, but it's your choice if you dig them up. It all covers topics like teenage prostitution, urban decay, and labour camps. KGB is an intense game full of intrigue, political double-dealing, and shady goings-on. Whether its fiction of docudrama is immaterial, it's solid entertainment and powerful stuff. It's also very easy to play, thanks to the mouse pointer system. Whenever you place the pointer over an object, it will automatically lock onto the best option. So if you place it over a person, it switches over to the talk option automatically. KGB is a pretty good game and very intriguing. Lovely graphics, great playability, quite addictive. That's how I'd sum it up anyway. If you adventure fans are looking for a bit of entertainment to while away the evenings, you won't go far wrong with this. Thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. And if you're enjoying the nostalgia, then also consider subscribing to the channel. It's always good to get some feedback on these classic games, so do share your experiences with KGB in the comment section. Unless of course you are the KGB, then you won't share anything anyway. Your continued support is always massively appreciated, And if you'd like to support the cheeky Commodore gamer even further, then check out the Patreon or YouTube memberships available by clicking the links in the description of the video. Every little bit of support goes a long way and helps keep the lights on, for which I am forever grateful. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye for now.